First of all, I want to say thank you to whoever it is that contacted us and asked for a Instagram post on hip flexor tightness. So I'm going to go ahead and explain some stretches to help relieve that pain. So what are your hip flexors? Hip flexors are muscles that help bring your thigh closer to your chest. They also are muscles that help function to bring your chest closer to your thighs in situations like a sit-up. You will be using those muscles a little bit as well. They're very commonly tight in people that often use these muscles, so a lot of construction type jobs, walking lots, but also our desk jobs put us in a chronically tightened position in this area. So that's going to be a situation where we want to focus on our hip flexor stretching. Because our hip flexors attach onto our anterior superior iliac spine, or our ASIS, which is located on the front of our pelvis, if they are tight and they have this downward forcing pulling us into this anterior pelvic tilt, it can then put us into what is called lumbar lordosis. So if this is more of a neutral spine and then we have tight hip flexors, it will pull us into this position here. When our hip flexors are tight, it can then consequently also cause tightness in our low back, and vice versa. So check out these hip flexor stretches to help relieve tension in your low back as well as in your hip flexors. Keep in mind, because of the relationship between hip flexors and our low back, that when we do a hip flexor stretch, we have to stay out of this lumbar lordosis posture. So always be sure to tuck your bum in when you're doing these hip flexor stretches, and it'll allow you to feel a much more intense stretch.